Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a 46 kill streak I got with Obi-Wan defending Kamino. This was just in one single phase, so I was quite proud of this effort, especially on a defensive map like Kamino. So I'll start with Obi-Wan's star cards, which first one is extra health regeneration, the next one is increased distance on his force push, and the third card is extra damage with his defensive rush. So I guess the easiest way to defend this map is to kind of sit on that middle platform between the two areas. So if you notice that one of the two is being taken more easily than the other, you can go over and help out and try and defend it. Just take out any droids that are lurking around. Bit of a rolly boy, but that's alright. So yeah, I'm just constantly scanning between the two areas and trying to help out where I can. Now I can see this one's being lost, so I'm going to start pushing over this way. See if I can get a couple of kills and help the team push them off. Which luckily they managed to do. That's where the defensive rush comes in real handy, because it can one-shot troopers with that card on. And you always got to be wary of heroes. I really hoped that Kylo didn't jump then. I would have been able to push him off the edge, but that's okay. We've at least scared him off enough to run away, and we're defending this one now. Although now another hero's coming. So you always want to be at least looking out for the hero when you're playing a saber, especially. Not so much for a blaster, because they can get melted pretty easily. When you're playing a saber, especially a defensive one like Obi-Wan, you want to at least be looking at the heroes and trying to figure out what they're going to try and do. See if they're going to try and attack you or try and get behind you. And at least you can hopefully scare them off with the help of your teammates. Managed to get behind a couple of these guys, and I got to be careful of Grievous. This Grievous was actually quite a good player. He managed to contest the objective a lot longer than I thought he would be able to. So I'm just looking for any easy kills that I can find, and then if the heroes on the other team don't have any backup, they're either going to back off, or with the help of my teammates they're probably going to take a lot of damage or die. Managed to get a push on that Grievous, but I think he was still in unrelenting advance, so it didn't actually knock him over. I got stuck there for a second. I kind of panicked, but it's okay. One tip that I would say with the defensive rush actually is, if you're only targeting one trooper, as soon as you hit that trooper with your defensive rush, if you've killed them, then you'll want to dodge backwards or to the side straight away. You don't want to continue the animation for too long, because that's an invitation for someone to sneak up behind you and get a few easy shots on you while you're not looking. If you've got multiple enemies in front of you, then obviously you want to try and plow your way through all of them, but for one single enemy like that, you want to be making sure you're not overusing the ability, and then that makes it go on cooldown a bit faster, which means it becomes available quicker as well. Now I just want to feel out this Grievous and see what he wants to do. He seems to be doing the same to me, but he's backed off. I didn't realise at the time, but they'd actually capped this point already, so I don't know why I was over here. But there are a couple of droids hanging around. He dodged that perfectly. Managed to actually get a kill by lightsaber deflection there, which is pretty nice. So now I've only got one objective to worry about, which means I can focus purely on this side. Now I've also always got to be aware that there's going to be some potential enemies that will go through that middle platform and try and flank around the back, which happens a couple of times in this gameplay. So something to always be aware of, especially when you're a hero, because you're best equipped and able to take them out and stop that flank. Because I know that if it was me on the attacking team in this case, I would be looking to go around the back, because we've walled this front bit off fairly well, especially with the gunship, which I don't agree with the gunships obviously, but you know, they're going to discourage. That's a really good tip for Rey as well with her mind trick, but also for Obi-Wan. after you use the mind trick on a droideka, immediately dodge right behind them. They're not going to be able to turn around fast enough, which makes them an easy kill, and there's very little threat to you at all. You won't take any damage. It's better for Rey, obviously, because in the case of Rey, droidekas can't roll backwards, so it's going to be an easier kill for Rey, but it's the same for Obi-Wan. Now they're still managing to contest, and I see on the minimap actually that there were a couple sneaking around the back, so I've got to be careful when I start to make my way over there in just a sec. And as I predicted, I can see a couple here. Wait for my defensive rush to come back, and then I get a nice quadruple kill there. This platform I've always got to be wary of, and there's blaster heroes such as Han and Lando. Sitting on that middle platform is probably the best way to go, because you can cut those enemies off, and then you have a good vantage point on both landing platforms to land some good shots. I'm doing the same thing with this Maul again, also being careful of Grievous. And Maul got unfortunately wrecked. Gotta be real careful of Grievous. And again, they're flanking around the back. Luckily, Obi-Wan's got such good health regen that it's not a huge deal. I lost a fair bit of health there. I don't know what that guy was doing. I assume he was going for the gunship. But he did not even see me coming. Again, I'm pretty much just doing a giant loop. Going back onto the point, then going around the back to look for flankers, go the middle platform, and then loop back around to the front again. That's pretty easy loop to do. I thought I might have been able to push that Palpatine off the edge, but I don't think I quite got him. We've still got this Grievous, who's playing really well. But I mean, it was kind of good in a way, because it means the game goes a bit longer and you get a few more kills. I was trying to reserve my mind trick purely for the heroes, because you don't really need them against regular troopers if you're confident enough in your skill, especially for this Palpatine, because he's going to be an absolute nuisance. This was before Palpatine got his nerf actually, so I was even more wary of him then than I would be otherwise. As you can see, he's hitting me from a mile away, so I lost quite a bit of health here, so I've obviously got to back off. And luckily that awesome regen of Obi-Wan's is getting me all the way back up to about 3/4 of my health again. So it's always good to double check this flanking route again. And as you can see, there's one that's popped up. He didn't dodge for some reason, which that's one thing you want to be doing when you're going up against Obi-Wan. You should be able to anticipate his push if you got a straight line of sight like that. See, the mistake I made there is, luckily that heavy wasn't actually looking at me, but after I used defensive rush on him, I kept going past him even though I hadn't killed him. That's something to be aware of, that they can easily turn around and shoot you in the back while you're busy looking at other troopers. So again, that's something to keep in mind. And I sort of did it again there, because there was this trooper that I went straight past. But again, luckily it didn't cost me too much, and now they've got quite a few pushing the point, so we just want to take them all off, make sure that their heroes don't have any backup, so it'll make it easier for us to either push them off the point to end the game or kill them to end the game. Don't know why this guy picked Boba, but he got absolutely wrecked. I got a nice couple of kills to finish here. This guy's being very clever, and that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little Obi-Wan streak, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.